Hey, what's up, EZOVERDOSE here. This is how to get Soils and Skyreach on the third boss, Rukrin. And what you want to bring is classes that can stun. Preferably like a Shaman with Cap Totem, Hunter with Binding Shot. Like those two stand out as being like the strongest for this. A short duration stun like Shadow Fury, I probably wouldn't even use it. If you can't bring any of that, like you have to bring something with a stun. You have to be able to stun these to make this work. So what you do is like have the tank pull, and the tank shouldn't be going like balls deep trying to kill the boss. Like if the boss gets under 60%, he's gonna do quills, and it's gonna make you have a bad day. So the tank should just be like trying to stay alive while doing the least amount of damage as possible, and have one person like auto attack the boss, because I noticed that whenever we were doing pulls, like these little ads wouldn't spawn forever, and then like someone would attack the boss and then all of a sudden they spawn. So just attack the boss on pull, just quick auto attack. And what we're doing here is obviously kiting these things around the center, and the hunter is trying to get them low, and we are killing them whenever they're on top of an ash pile, trying to kill them when they're on top of two ash piles to where we make two spawn with one, just to speed the process up a little bit. And what you're trying to do is get 5 of these out, and then you're going to stun 5 of them on top of each other and kill them while they're stunned, so it makes 5 ash piles. Okay, while if you kill them without being stunned, they spawn an ash pile that's by them. So like if you just AoE these all down, that's just going to like chain spawn them, and you can't do that. But if they're stunned and you AoE them down, then they'll all be dead and they'll all turn into ash piles. So what the hunter is doing, I think it's just the hunter, is he's like auto-shotting these guys and just trying to lower their health a little bit. And I don't know if that's even like the best strat versus like waiting till you have all of them that you want to use, and then using some kind of like gradual AoE, some kind of AoE that's consistent and can be turned on and off, not earthquake basically is what I'm saying if you're a shaman. So what we're doing is just we got like Earthbind down and the Frost Trap down, and we're just kind of kiting these things around the center and trying to get them grouped up versus like the person that's running one backwards. So getting them grouped up as best you can, so that involves like swinging wide and letting those get snared by an Earthbind, and then like cutting back to the middle. Eventually you get them all grouped up where you want them, and you're gonna start dropping your stuns on them. So here, this is one of our failed attempts. I dropped the stun on it, and they weren't low enough, so we just instantly called off that attempt, and then continued to kite him some more. So here we're trying again, we got the binding shot down, and we're trying to do it again, and as you can see this is another failed attempt, and like it looks like it probably would have worked, but there was just a little bit of extra AoE, and I take partial blame in that, and it spawned all of them again. So like you need all of them grouped up on top of each other stunned, and if you do not have the AoE stun, as I mentioned before, you need to stun them individually, like get one low, stun it individually, and this might even be easier than the way we're doing it, and then kill it while it's stunned, and then keep looping around, and then do it again. The only problem with doing it like that is the boss picks these ash piles at random at which one he's going to spawn. So if you keep dropping, if you do a circle and stun one, and then do another circle and then stun one, and let's say you got 2 or 3 ash piles there, and then the boss all of a sudden decides to spawn the ad out of that ash pile, then there goes all your effort right there. You're screwed. You have to start all over again, and just pray to RNGesus that he doesn't spawn the one that you're, the one out of the pile that you're working on. So the AoE stun here is really probably the best method with the least amount of RNG, but takes the most amount of like tactical precision. So as you can see, we're still kiting these around. Waiting for the perfect moment to AoE them down, which is going to be very soon. So there's a cap totem and a binding shot. Cap totem goes off. I am targeting the highest health one, and we kill it. And then there they all die, and there's a huge pile there. So that right there is prime. That's what you're looking for. So now it's just a waiting game on waiting for this guy to spawn one from that ash pile. And since there's not really that many ash piles for him to pick from now, it's pretty good chance that he is going to spawn one out of there. So here he's spawning one, and there he spawned, and you can see that there was at least 5 that spawned with that, and that's what you're trying to do, is get 5 to spawn at once. So that means the achievement's good. Even though we couldn't track it, we know it was good, and so we go ahead and kill him. So now it becomes a little bit tricky while you're trying to dodge, you know, quills on top of kiting these guys. So if you have to, like, keep slowing these guys, obviously. If you have to, just kill them, especially like the ones off the healer. Like if the healer's not a druid, the healer needs to like stand still and cast. Kill the ones off the healer and let him like retarget a DPS and let the DPS do the kiting. Just to simplify things. I mean, you should probably be doing that straight from the get. I know I didn't mention it earlier on, but do that from the get. Just keep them off the healer, especially if you're having issues with heals, and that'll make things just a little bit simpler. So after you've done all that, now all you gotta do is just kill the boss. So obviously save all your cooldowns for when you're ready to do that, and kill the boss to get your achievement. And that's all there is to it. So thanks for watching, and like, comment, subscribe.